Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen and today I have got brand new patterns to show you for the month of March. I'm pretty sure you're going to love a lot of these. If you're like me and you have a bit of a pattern addiction and you've got so many patterns on file in storage that you haven't even made up and you think you can kick the habit, doesn't work like that. If you're like me and you just love anything shiny and new and things that just pop up and you think, okay, I'm going to grab that because I know I'm going to love making that. Then you've got an endless supply to keep you going. I do think I have a bit of a problem with patterns, but I just can't help myself because I love when new patterns come out and they just get me all excited. And they do help with Sojo. Sometimes it's what you need. You need to be motivated by something new and shiny to just get you back into the swing of sewing. So let's see what you think about the ones I've chosen for you today. The first one is a great pattern from Marcia Style Patterns. Now, Marcia Style Patterns, the Lila dress was one of my #1 patterns for 2020 that I absolutely loved, the Lila dress and slip. Marcia Style's actually, Tari Marsh, her name is, she's actually brought out a brand new dress called the Shamika dress and top. I love the styling on this. I just think she's really picked a great versatile little pattern there with this beautiful elasticated cuff. Very easy, kind of casual looking dress, but I think you could really dress it up lovely depending on what fabric you use. So the Shamika comes in sizes 2 up to 22. You've got the options to make the longer dress with the tie around the waist, or the shorter dress, midi dress, or a blouse version of this. I just think it's really lovely. And you can also have the option to do a seam in the back to save a bit of fabric, or just do it on the fold as well. So I really love the way she's styled this. It's just one of those ones I know I would wear a lot as well because I love things like tunic style dresses and blouses. So very keen to see how this comes up. She's had a few people test it out as well, which I think looks fantastic. You can really make it in quite a range of fabrics, woven fabrics as well. So anything light and floaty and drapey to maybe like a linen viscose. I think there is so many options for this that would look beautiful. Before I forget, I'm wearing the Friday Pattern Company square neck top today. This is a really simple top without any sleeves to set in, so it's very, very basic and easy to make, and you can really use a beautiful fabric because you only need about 1.25 meters to make this top with a square neck. This is in a cotton lawn Lady McElroy bug or beasties fabric, I think it's called, that I got from My Design. So I love wearing this. It's very comfortable and cool and breathable, but also you can dress it up really lovely too. The next pattern is Seamwork. Actually, Seamwork have released 2 new patterns. I'm pretty sure they're members only patterns. So if you've got a Seamwork membership, you're going to love this. If you don't, I don't have a Seamwork membership. It's one I've thought about for quite a while. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to sign up as a member, but I do like when I can get the chance to buy a pattern without being a member as well. So I really hope they can change that because I think it's nice to be given that option. But I do love these 2 patterns they've released. The first one is a Jaded Dress. It's a really pretty knit dress with this gorgeous sort of overlay at the top and the swingy skirt. I just think this is right up my alley. I love the styling in this and the colors and fabric they've used. Seamwork patterns from 00 to 26, so very size inclusive. The other dress is a woven dress called the Benning dress. Now this is really pretty too. It's got a tiered, I think 2 or 3 tiered ruffles and a lovely V-shaped neck. I just think it's simple and easy and would look like a really wearable dress that you could kind of casual down or dress up as well. Very, very nice dresses. They don't release patterns too often, but there are a lot there that I really love. I've made a few of their patterns in the past. I have had a little bit of an issue with sizing on a pair of shorts I made that were quite generous, but I love their lane dress with that tie at the front, the princess seams. It's a knit dress as well. But I'd be really keen to make these up. So I think when patterns come out when they're new, they maybe are members only and they may end up releasing them to purchase individually too. The next new pattern release is the Valley Jumpsuit. It's a free pattern from Peppermint Magazine. Now Peppermint Magazine, if you're familiar with them, they do commission a pattern designer to make up a pattern, a sewing pattern for each quarter. This one is actually designed by Raphael from Ready to Sew. Now if you know Ready to Sew garments, you will know my Jamie cardigan's a very little popular pattern that I've made up quite a while ago back in winter. I love Ready to Sew's garments. I just think she's got great instructions, very well designed garments. And also the Jazz Jumpsuit's another one that's quite a popular pattern that she has an ebook on. I was always wanting to make that, never got around to it this summer, but I love the look of her patterns and the styling and the simplicity. Also kind of a modern take on everything she's got there. So you can highly recommend her patterns, but for a free pattern, don't look past this one. I think you're going to love it. It's actually just 3 pieces. The Valley Jumpsuit is a button-up jumpsuit. You've got 3 pieces, so very, very easy looking jumpsuit to make. And it's also got the dolman style sleeves. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. I think it's just a matter of maybe getting the body length right for you, but that's quite easy to fix as well when you've got that elasticated weight. Size range for this is a 32 to 58. In the second size range, the upper size range, you also have the D cup option, which is fantastic as well. Peppermint Magazine are a fantastic magazine. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that. They are really good magazine, very environmentally friendly. They've got a lot of sustainable options there, locally run businesses they promote as well. I've really enjoyed when I've had their magazines in the past delivered. I love just flicking through. They also have things like recipes. Yeah, I think a lot of eco-friendly hints and tips as well. So to get the free pattern, of course, it's totally free. You can download, but they are asking if people would be so kind as to donate a $2 donation to their magazine just to keep it up and running, because we don't want to lose such a great service they provide. Now, the Valley Jumpsuit, of course, a lightweight woven. They've given quite a lot of options for fabrics to use for that, but I just think they're very practical and fun and easy to wear around the house, and also to dress up too. So things like a lightweight chambray or a lightweight, maybe even a gingham check, or you can use maybe like a viscose if you want like more of a drapier style, dressier jumpsuit. So you've got a lot of options there for fabric choices. Sewing Revival actually had 2 patterns come out. Now, I'm actually an affiliate for Sewing Revival pattern. You may remember the jacket I made with Alex Judge. They've got a great lot of patterns there. Really lovely stitch bird dress as well. I've made a couple of those. I really love their patterns. So they're a New Zealand-based pattern company. They've got 2 new patterns out this month. First is the Finch fold skirt, which of course there's no fastenings, no buttons, no zips. You have this beautiful wrap style front. They've done it in a linen. I think it looks gorgeous. I would probably lengthen it a tad for myself, but I think it's a great versatile option if you didn't want to worry about too much fitting issues. The Finch fold is a way to go. There's also a new short pattern, the Maypower shorts. They've got an elasticated gathered back, ankled pockets. You can put a tie or you can leave the tie off. It's totally up to you. If you didn't want to do them in shorts, you can lengthen them quite easily to be a pant or a 3/4 culotte. So I really love their patterns. They've always worked well for me. Size range on these 2 is size 6 to size 24. So yeah, I think best to head over to Sewing Revival and have a look at what they've got to offer there. These new patterns look really fresh and modern. I think they've done a great job designing them. Next, we have a new jacket from Mooner and Broad Patterns. Now, Mooner and Broad Patterns, of course, start their size range where most size ranges finish. So I think it's a fantastic option for size inclusivity. They've got a new pattern now called the Belmore jacket. I just think this is a fantastic, easy wearing jacket that you can make in a variety of fabrics, of woven fabrics, and even things like canvas, denim, boiled wool. So linens, corduroys, there are so many options, and they've also given you the option for a cuff. If you want to make a cuff with a bit of a different feature detail there, you can do that. Even I think in the pattern envelope, Leela's got the different coordinating fabric around the neckline, the sort of stand up. So there's no collar, but it's a sort of stand-up collar, almost like a kimono style. Sizes go from A to M. So they start at a 102 centimetre bust, which is 40 inches, and they go up to a 162 centimetre bust. Well, that's 70 inches as well. So very, very good as far as size range goes. I think I just fit into their first size range. I've made 2 pairs of their pants before. I remember Leela, who is an Aussie who lives over in Canada, and then you've got Jess, who is in New Zealand. She's also an Aussie, but they are a great pattern company. They've done wonderful things for the plus size sewing market. I think it's fantastic to be catering specifically towards that end of things because, as I say, they start off where most people finish in size ranges, and I think they really do a wonderful job. Lovely modern patterns and great design features as well. So fantastic pattern there, girls. Pattern that's got me really excited. I just saw it and thought, I will make this. I know sometimes I see a pattern, I think, oh yeah, I think I'll make that one day. And other patterns I'll go, I'm making that. That's one that I've actually picked out straight away. This is from Pattern Fantastic, and this is the Valley Dress or Valley Dress or Top. Now this is a 70s inspired smock style dress or top. It's just stunning the way they've styled it on the pattern envelope. They've got a beautiful little tie. You can either leave it done up or undone. It's got that lovely yoke and nice free flowing style. Pattern Fantastic sizes 6 to 26. And I think that Cloth Edit may actually stock their patterns as well. I'm not sure if they have this new one in yet, but I think I'm going to treat myself to a nice real pattern, not a PDF this time. I want to buy this pattern. I just think it'll look stunning in a lot of these blouse fabrics that I've got. It's really right up my alley. It'll probably be the blouse style version or the tunic style version I'll go for, but I love it in the dress as well. It's got a gorgeous big puffy statement sleeve, but I think if you make it in a more of a drapey style fabric, it'll give that fluid look to it. I'm just a big lover of anything with a yoke. I think that sort of free flowing falling from the yoke really gives that soft kind of subtle effect and those vintage vibes as well. So really excited to make this. I think it'd be gorgeous in something like a silk, viscose or rayon, or even as they styled it in the pattern envelope in a lightweight linen. Looks gorgeous as well. So over at very popular pattern company, I haven't made any of their patterns for quite a while now. I do have a lot of their vintage style dresses from very early on in my sewing days, but I really like this blouse. It's the Sewciety blouse, and it's a very wearable button through style blouse, yet no collar, so it can be quite easily lengthened into a shirt dress as well. So I think this is very simple, but one of those patterns I think you really will get the wear out of. Size range comes in size 6 to 30, and I think it'll look really spectacular in something like maybe a chiffon or a georgette, viscose, rayon, silk. So yeah, quite a lot of options there to make yourself a lovely blouse. And the last episode I did on some big 4 blouse patterns as well, I had a lot of great feedback. A lot of you are really keen to see those made up. They're the sort of things, a lot of them too, that you can quite easily change a few design features there to tailor it for yourself, but very, very easy wearing and very practical things to have in your wardrobe. Another new sewing subscription magazine I've found, I actually hadn't seen them before. They've been around for quite a little while. They're called Sewing Life magazine. Now they're Scandinavian designed. It's a subscription service that you can have at like a bi-monthly pattern subscription or magazine. It actually comes in a magazine format. You can either buy just that pattern with the magazine for that month, like a one-off, or you can subscribe to the magazine, which will come with the pattern, basically really good tutorials on all the hints and tips that you need, and also different adjustments you can make to patterns as far as different design features. So they really give you quite a lot of in-depth information to have one pattern done numerous ways. And the first thing I noticed was the Maria of Denmark sweater dress, because I've made, I love Maria of Denmark, the Kirsten Kimono t-shirt pattern. It's one of my favorite freebie t-shirt patterns. So I noticed she'd actually done a sweater dress for them, and it's featured in the magazine. They've also got a beautiful Solitude blouse. I think the Solitude blouse is in their latest volume that's come out. I'm in no way affiliated with this magazine, but I think it would be great for a beginner or novice sewist that wants more information than what a normal pattern can give them. So I love hearing about new things, especially things like tutorials and new magazines that are out. They are really interesting. So if you've tried Sewing Life, let me know. I'd be really interested to see how you've gone with it. So I hope you have enjoyed all of those new patterns that have been released just in the last couple of weeks. Let me know if you've gone ahead to buy any of these. I love to hear your comments every time I release an episode. I love responding to as many as I can. I usually try and get around to it within a couple of days after an episode's released. And I just think it's great to be forming bonds with a lot of my viewers, and I'm getting to really know you all by now. It's a great to have that kind of personal contact feel. It's like having real friends. You guys keep me motivated to bring out new episodes twice a week. I do Fridays to Friday sews, and usually Mondays here in Australia as well, for a bit of extra content coming out to keep you all sewing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and keep sewing. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.